theme music.
All right. And we're live. Deadman's Tome Freak Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Deadman's Tome Freak Show with your host, Mr. Deadman, and Becky.
Hey.
How's it going, Becky?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. We need to get you on a cam, so it's not just me down here in this corner, you know?
Oh, well, we can do that.
Yeah, we got to do that in the future.
Patty!
I don't want to take care of technical issues on air. I'm not Ethan Ralph. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I know, right? I mean, it's not like we don't have our fair share. Hell, we might have internet problems, so my luck. Fucking hell. Fucking A. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, boys and girls. Come one, come all. Tonight, we present to you the freak of all freaks, Ethan Ralph. But my question to you is he really a freak, or is he an asshole? Okay, now we talked about a lot of freaks on this show, right, Becky?
Can I answer it? I want to answer it.
Oh.
The answer to the question is yes.
Yes. Yes to both, or yes to asshole?
Yes to both.
See, so we're going into this already prejudiced. You might be thinking.
No, we're not. I'm not prejudiced.
Well, we'll present to you the evidence that we have. Brought to you by Kiwi Farms. Brought to you by just Google searching. Brought to you by just looking
Twitter.
around. Yeah. It's all out there. And of course, we have fun on this show, right? The whole idea is to have fun. I'm not attacking this guy or saying anything that's not already been said or anything like that. It's just having fun with him. And this is an internet celebrity, if you will. I want to gag on that. So, and he made a career out of talking shit about other people, laughing at other people's failures and misery. Bullying other people.
And it's come back to bite him in the ass.
What goes around comes around, Becky. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So, all right. Man, but how do you think he really compares to other freaks? Have we talked about, like, Gothic King Cobra? Do you think he compares to him?
No.
Yeah.
I think this guy is a much bigger asshole.
Definitely. Gothic King Cobra, he's a freak. Like, I wouldn't let my kids around him, but...
Right.
He's not a bully. You know, he's not like... he's not like Ethan Ralph asshole.
He's not hateful.
He's not hateful.
Yeah.
He's not hateful. He might cast spells with his wands or something, but Ethan Ralph will...
He's funny. He's funny. He's laughable, but Ethan Ralph is not. Ethan Ralph is one of those where you just kind of there you go. Oh.
Yeah. And we talked about other things as well. Hell, we talked about pretty much Japanese game shows. That's just freak show material for years, man. But tonight we're talking about Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph. Well, so I guess we should start from the beginning. Who is this guy? Mr. Medicare Archives, not Jim. That's not Jim, but I know who that is, or kind of, sort of. He does good work. It's very rare that our circle, cross paths with, I guess, with the drama sphere. But here we are. Anyway, so who is Ethan Ralph, and what does he do? Ethan Ralph, man. He's pretty much a nobody. He started off as a nobody, a pill-popping redneck from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, he starts off already pill-popping, right? Would you agree? Like,
and drinking.
Taking pills and drinking. So he already meets the first criteria of this checklist. Becky, we have a checklist tonight. Freak checklist. Pillhead, asshole, creep, and alcoholic. And I guarantee you those labels are going to change as we go on because we're so objective here on this show. So he already gets a little head there for pillhead. Pill popping. You know? Taking like Flintstone vitamins, you know? Hey. He graduated with political science. He calls himself a journalist. because he writes blogs. He writes blog articles for his own website. It's fucking stupid.
For the Ralph Retort Tonight, Gator Time, and Vice Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah. I guess he can't get enough.
Really?
Really? I mean, what does that sound like to you, Becky?
It's sad, but yeah.
Yeah.
He can't get a real job? Is that what the problem is? I mean,
he can't get a real job as a journalist. So he had to start his own job. He had to start his own blog.
Well,
the Ralph Retort.
Is it that he can't get a job as a journalist, or nobody wants to hire him because they know what kind of person he is?
Probably both.
See, that's both. Yeah.
And you know what?
Would you want to hire him to do journalism?
He will quote. He'll say, if you were to ask him, he would say that, oh yeah, but it was what referenced by Milo Yiannopoulos. What a massive troll used your site as a source? What? And I find Milo funny, but he's a provocateur. You know, that's what he does.
Right.
Yeah. No. Okay. So that's pretty much his background. I mean, well, there's more to it, and that's what we're gonna dig here. What he rose to fame through Gamergate, he latched onto that. Which, surprisingly, before he did that, he was all like SJW, social justice warrior, all the way, super liberal. But when Gamergate came out, which is a dumpster fire of a topic. Becky, what do you know? Do you know anything about Gamergate?
I know a little bit. I know enough that I probably know everything wrong.
You know what? Most people do. What? Most people do, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even freaking matter. All you need to know is Gamergate started off when some guy got pissed off because he got cucked. His girlfriend, his slut of a girlfriend, was fucking other guys that were journalists and getting good reviews on her shitty-ass text adventure game about depression. The reason why I call it shitty-ass game is because it's pretty much a Wikipedia article on depression. And a bunch of pissed off gamers got upset because collusion in gaming and game journalism. What do you think game journalism is? It was collusion from the very beginning. These magazines were created to sell video games. It was like, what?
Right.
What? Okay. But then it quickly became something else when people who were like, I guess, anti-Gamergate were saying, we're being attacked, we're being harassed, you know? And of course, I was kind of in that. I was like, I was like, oh, no one's being attacked, no one's being harassed. But apparently, while I was busy with my day job, not paying much attention to the whole thing, people were. And it was by this guy, Ethan Ralph.
Yeah, he was doxing people, wasn't he?
He was doxing people? He would, if you disagreed with him, well, let me back that up. If you disagreed with Ethan Ralph and were a woman, he would have secret chat rooms. He would have secret chat rooms and discussions to go after the person because he's such a strong man, such an honorable person that he would just bully the person off the internet, right? Because they disagreed with him,
right,
and had a pussy. He is the embodiment of everything the anti-Gamergate people were talking about. He is. Right. Gamergate got muddied and muddled and murky because of people like Ethan Ralph. Okay. What else do we got here? Oh,
he was kind of contributor number one to that, wasn't he?
I think so. Unless there's other people that want to come forward about that, but I mean,
it looks kind of bad.
He bullied and targeted Liana K. Kersner. She was pro Gamergate at the time. But after Ethan Ralph, Mr. Gamergate, wrote an article making fun of her, mocking her in all sorts of ways because he just disagreed with her politically or some nonsense, she went anti. It's like, and then he started like harassing her on Twitter about it and bullying her. Be like, she went anti because you're a fucking asshole. You're just a flat out asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think now he earns an asshole point? You think he gets an asshole point, Becky?
Oh, definitely.
All right. So we get the point for asshole. And you let me know, Becky, at any point in this, that we should change, these terms. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. What else about his past?
I think you ought to make asshole slash bully.
Asshole slash bully. I like that too.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think we will do that. Okay. And what else do we have here, Becky, in his past?
Well, he harassed that the Gamergate guy that the sister jumped in front of the train.
Oh, that is a whole shit ton of fuck right there. Yeah. So what happened in that there? I mean, do you know the details?
I know that one of the supporters killed herself and she jumped in front of a train.
Yeah.
And then he posted about it and mentioned he knew her through Gamergate. And then one of the writers, Ralph allowed one of the writers to write an article.
Mm-hmm. Wild Goose.
Accusing, yeah, and he approved it.
Yeah.
And then and that caused a whole bunch of shit. And he wrote a follow-up, which Ralph approved again. And he was accusing him of trying to profit off of her death.
Yeah, he was accusing the boyfriend, not the boyfriend, but the brother, right? Accusing the brother of trying to... Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so, yeah, just to reiterate that, to kind of further explain, yeah, this girl kills herself, unfortunately, jumps in front of a train. Tragic, it is. And the friend of that woman, that girl, tweeted about it and saying things about it and incorporated the hashtag Gamergate. And Ethan Ralph, as if like he's the arbiter of morality, you know, this grandstand ethics guy, wanted to come and be like, why are you using Gamergate associated with this person's death? You know, you're taking advantage of that situation because I'm Mr. Moral Police and I'm going to tell you how to do things.
What? But wasn't that the pot calling the kettle black there?
Pretty much. I mean
he used it for Gamergate to gain notoriety.
Yeah, except the thing on her side, on Cult of Vivian, was the account that tweeted about the girl's death, was that the brother, like, pretty much gave approval for that. The brother was like, yeah, you know, I'm okay with Cult of Vivian talking about it. You know, and you have Wild Goose, which, by the way, Wild Goose writing for the Ralph retort is interesting because Wild Goose he started off as a troll against Ethan Ralph. Okay. He was antagonistic against Ethan Ralph. He would, doxed him? So,
yes.
I guess make your friends your enemies? Is that what Ethan Ralph does?
It's kind of like if you can't beat them, join them, and maybe you can control them that way.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I see that, you know?
Oh, in the chat, Chris, you see, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get to the 14-year-old. We'll get to there.
Oh, yeah.
But let me tell you, the creep actually happens before her. And then Becky, do you know what I'm talking about? Could you think of something that happened before the Killstream? They kind of make Ethan Ralph seem kind of creeperish.
He stalked Brianna Wu. I know that.
Yep. For what reason? For journalism? Seriously? Brianna Wu was at some sort of speaking engagement. And he was...
Yeah. He showed up uninvited.
Showed up uninvited.
Started filming her.
Started filming, which I understand. He calls himself a journalist. Okay, if I want to give him just a little inch, maybe he was writing about what she's talking about. Okay. But then he proceeded to stalk her. Wherever she went on Twitter and post about on Twitter, he did too. Like to antagonize her, to provoke her. Like, that's creepy stalking behavior, right?
Yeah, he was posting pictures of her in real time. Just inches away from her. I mean, that's some creepy ass shit.
That is, dude. That's like Michael Myers level shit. So,
I mean, yeah, I would have had him thrown out too.
Yep, I would. So I think
I would have been pointing the finger and screaming, "Jesse, get him!"
So, yeah, I think he gets right there for creep. Though he's probably gonna get more. He's probably gonna get more of these as we go on. An alcoholic. Well, we all know the classic story of him getting drunk in a hotel lobby, right?
Oh, and fell asleep.
And fell asleep in
the
the hotel lobby.
Tried to kick him out.
Yep. And what'd he do?
And he got mad and tried to hit the cop.
Yep. To take a swing at a cop.
And he got arrested.
Got arrested? Well, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Didn't he say something about, I think that had something to do with the Black Lives Matter. Yeah, no, he wasn't so sensitive for Black Lives Matter. So is that a rumor? So
yeah, that's a joke. That's just a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a joke. That's just
okay.
Because
I didn't know.
This guy used to be SJW. This guy used to be super liberal about that. He wanted to go down and be like, "Look, white guys get arrested too."
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I would imagine that if you get that wasted and your life is fucked up that much by alcohol, that you would stop. But has he stopped? No.
No,
he has not.
He's
stopped.
gotten worse.
He has gotten worse, which we'll get into that as well. But there's a few things I want to point out about his past. Okay, Ethan Ralph has a history of spurging out from the very beginning. And I mean this.
Yep.
You think he's thin-skinned with the Gunt meme? He was thin-skinned with people just making fun of his weight and his height. During the beginning of Gamergate, kind of a little bit before that, actually. No, before that.
How tall is he?
I don't know, like 5'8", 5'4". I think he might be like 5'1". I think he's real short. But there's a video where he actually measured himself as if it mattered. He got so provoked by people calling him short.
Wow.
That he measured himself. And this is the sort of guy who gets, I guess, he gets fooled because he's so low IQ. He gets fooled by trolls, like making fun of him. Like people will call him Glenn Beck or throwing the Arby's meme about him doing some stuff behind Arby's. But instead of getting the joke, he doubles down as if like, well, first of all, he didn't get it. He was like raging at everybody. And then when he found out that it was a joke, instead of, like, that happens, right? You might get trolled by someone and go, okay, you got me, man. You got me. That happened to me the other day when at Wits End got me about Gothic King Cobra. I was like, what? Is this guy really saying this stuff? I was like, oh man, you got me. But Ethan Ralph doesn't do that. He doubles down and he can't admit fault. He just does not. So yeah, history of spurging out, man. 5'4" tops. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he really hates being made fun of. He really does. Which, the reason why we're doing this...
Yeah, he makes fun of everyone.
Yes, he does. And my thing is, if you're going to be able to make fun of people, you should be able to take it. I take it all the fucking time. Hell, that's part of the Deadmanstome podcast. We have caption contests and stuff. Yeah, make fun of me.
We you know? Each other all the time.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, it's good-natured and it's humorous and sometimes, but, I mean, we all know that, but we have half a brain, so.
Yeah. But see, here on this freak checklist, he already measures up. And we haven't even gotten to the Killstream era of Ethan Ralph.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well, actually, before we get there, I don't want to miss this either because this is important. It's about painting a picture, guys. Okay. Look, back in the day, even before the Killstream got all popular, because people were probably aware of the whole rumor of Ethan Ralph running a doxing server. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Before the Killstream got popular, before he went to jail, guess what Ethan Ralph ran? A doxing server. He pretty much had chat rooms where he would threaten to dox people.
A brothel?
Yes, he would, and it was people that disagreed with him. He would target them and try to get them off the internet, try to bully them. it's kind of fucked up, man. So, and what I hope you guys understand is that the pattern just continues to happen. This isn't a man that changes ways. Well, would you eat a cheeseburger out from the garbage?
No.
No, even I have standards. Well, hold on. I back up.
Yes, you do too.
No, I would not. I would not. I would not.
No, you would not.
I would pay.
You would not, because I wouldn't let you.
I would
buy you one.
Yeah, I'd be able to buy one. You think hold on. They crowdsourced that Miami trip. You crowdsourced the Miami trip, and you still don't have enough money to buy your own fucking cheeseburger.
Well, he didn't even have enough money to bail himself out of jail, and they had to give him a public defender.
Well, you know what's interesting about that is because during the Gamergate time when the Ralph retort, he actually he lost the ability to get ad money. AdSense was taken away,
right?
Because it had something to do between him and the
telling people to like it.
Playing Cult of Vivian, pissing off a lot of people because the way he behaves, the way he conducts himself, he just pisses off people, right? And of course, he's gonna say, "Oh, people just don't get me. People get pissed off by my edgy behavior, my edgy content." It's like, no, man, you're just a flat out fucking asshole. If everyone,
you're just a dick.
Yes, a massive one. If everyone, including those within Gamergate, are saying you're an asshole, then you're probably the fucking asshole. Okay?
Right.
Like I said, he's part of the reason why that whole movement got all fucked up. He's part of the reason why people like Jim, Mr. Mediker, backed the fuck out because it got so fucked up. Okay. So, I think we're good with the past. Are we good with the past?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, history lesson over. If I miss anything, let me know in the chat or the comment section. Like I said, I did a lot of digging on that.
Says he's 5'8" and 150 pounds and sober.
Maybe he wants to be. Maybe he wants to be. Oh, he recently challenged Cognitive Thought to a fight. He could not do that.
Really?
Okay, wait a second. That's what he wants to do because that's what worked for Tonka and Andy Worski. Maybe he thinks this could be his coming back arc. And you know what? He'll get word of this. He'll probably try to challenge me to a fight. Which, it's going to be...
Tell him you'll send me instead.
You would break him. You would break him without training. But he's not even worth the time. I would want him to just get help because throwing a punch might actually kill him. He might suffer cardiac arrest just trying to move that fast.
God.
It says no, man. Anyway, all right. So the Killstream, a very popular show. At least it was on YouTube for a while. It was top trending nightly. It's a nightly show where they talk politics and YouTube drama. They had some pretty cool guests on, and then some pretty controversial guests and talk about interesting things, controversial things. Okay. Yeah, there was a point in time where the show was interesting. Also around that time was the internet blood sports, which I'm not going to dig into too much. It's going to be relevant here and there, but I guess it really fits him, his asshole behavior, just to be in that. All right. So, the noteworthy thing about the Killstream would be the Hill Stream where they raised $21K for kids with cancer, or St. Jude's, right? Was it St. Jude's or was it? I forgot what hospital it was. But $21K.
I don't remember that. I don't remember who.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember exactly, but here's the big brain thing. Okay. Big brain thing. You're going to have a charity event to raise money for kids with cancer, right? And you're also going to have a conversation about Holocaust denial on the same stream and have a bunch of slurs. What sort of content that's going to bring. Look, I would be okay with having that sort of conversation if it merited it, maybe on another stream, but definitely not on the stream where we're raising money for kids of cancer. I mean, you're asking for trouble. He knew exactly what he was going to get into, right?
Right.
He's retarded for doing that. So the nightly show that was very popular, making lots of money. Let's really nail that down. Making a shit ton of money. All right. Like, Becky, do you have the number of how much he was making? Do you have any idea?
I don't. But I know that it was a lot.
Mm-hmm. It was definitely enough.
Lot because he bought all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. Definitely enough to buy Nora, his wife, his Paki wife. Nothing against Pakistanis, but she's only here for like a little bit in the year. The rest of the time, she's in Europe. Becky, what do you know about long distance relationships?
Wouldn't you be?
I would be far away from him. But what do you know about long distance relationships, Becky?
Not a whole lot. They're hard, I would imagine.
Oh, they're real hard. I don't know of a single one that actually works, especially one across the pond. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really difficult.
I guarantee you, she is banging someone else. She is involved with someone else. She has another boyfriend. She has to. The guy who likes to make fun of people for being cucks is most likely a cuck himself.
Yeah.
So, keep that in mind.
And he probably knows this, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he does. But it's a sore subject, sensitive subject for him. But,
well, yeah, I mean, it would be for me too. But I mean, he knew what it was. She just wants a green card.
Oh yeah, and that's the common idea, right? That all she's in it for is for the green card, and that's probably why she's still sticking with him. But one thing I want to emphasize: so he had this very popular show, is making a lot of money, and he makes this huge mistake. He knows. You know what? He even said he knew he was going to be targeted by what was it? Was it? Oh shit! Washington Post. Some details on this. Yeah, he knew that the hit piece was coming. He knew it was coming. And anyway, he lost it all. He went to StreamMe, or over there on StreamMe, where you could do whatever you want to. He was doing that. So, okay. But things got wild over there on StreamMe because of him getting involved with Zoom and people like that. In the antics, the conversation they were having, the back and forth, it just went to the point to where
he doesn't learn.
He doesn't. Like, he's gonna act like he had nothing to do with the fact that what StreamMe canceled. StreamMe went nuclear because the owners were targeted by people like Zoom. I don't know if Zoom did it. I'm not exactly sure, but people like him.
Right.
Like, that Bloodsport stuff got so bad, so out of hand, so personal, that it was starting to involve or target the actual site owners. So he lost that. He killed that. Which actually, what we should talk about around this time was Miami. Or actually, before we go to Miami, let's talk about Knoxville. What do you know about Knoxville, Becky?
I know that he was accused of there being a prostitute involved.
Oh yeah, probably. What the rumor is that he might have slept with someone, might have slept with a hooker.
Yeah.
Although,
and that he was drunk or fucked up or whatever the entire time.
I think right now you're thinking of the Miami incident. The Knoxville one, I believe.
Yeah.
I heard the rumor is there was a hooker there as well, but not 100% sure. I will say that in the Knoxville part, if you really pay attention to how he clings on to Andy Worski, for whatever reason, I guess he thinks that Andy Worski is his ticket for more popularity, just like how he thought Gamergate was his ticket for more popularity. He would cling on to him so desperately. I paid attention just to the way he would talk to Andy. There was a part where one of the in real life streams where Ethan was like, Andy this, Andy this, Andy that. And he was like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're weirding me out, man. You're weirding me out. But Miami's where things really get crazy. But the Gunt meme starts in Knoxville, okay? In Knoxville, the Gunt meme starts happening, and that's what starts pissing Ethan Ralph off. He starts spurging about it. He starts lashing out at his fans, and that's not a good idea. You start lashing at your fans, lashing at the chat, that's when you're going to lose. That's when you're going to fucking lose. Yeah, Zoom says he has evidence that Ralph called a hooker, but then again, it's Zoom. It might be true, might not be true, but we know that Zoom sent hookers to his room in Miami. So whether or not Ralph, enjoyed the hooker.
Partook.
Yeah, we know he took the pizza and the food that was sent, because why would he turn that down, right? Why would he turn that down? But Knoxville...
Why would he turn the other down?
I wouldn't turn down free food, But that doesn't make you
That's not what I meant.
Oh, turn down a hooker? As long as they're clean, make them take a shower. Make them pass the test.
How do you know?
I don't know. Make them run how long does it take to run an AIDS test?
I don't know.
Is it instantaneous?
A lot longer than you paid for the hooker, I think.
Yeah. It should be part of the visit, Okay. See, I don't know anything about hookers. I don't pay for hookers. See, I'm not a fat fuck degenerate. All right, but Miami...
You have midgets.
Oh, I do have a bunch of midgets. But Miami's where we really start seeing Ethan Ralph slip back to his old ways, or more like revealing who he is, what he is.
Right.
So, Andy Worski and Ethan Ralph crowdsource this trip to Miami. I guess they're inspired by Dick Masterson to do like his road rage type things. But except they don't know how to do that. So they have their fucking gay vacation over there in Miami. The whole idea is to meet with fans. But instead of meeting up with fans, what happens is Ethan Ralph spends the majority of his time in the hotel room getting drunk on Maker's Mark and probably popping pills. And there's speculation that he's maybe had some pills. But he's on probation.
Didn't he miss an engagement?
Actually, I think he was off probation, or he was... we gotta verify that. I think it was okay. No, he was still on probation, but he got the okay that he could go. But some stuff passes from your system. Like when you're on probation, you only get you get a random drug test, but they tell you when it's coming. They shouldn't be, but you kind of have an idea when it's coming.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is very fucking stupid. I know this because my line of work, I work with some probation officers that are kind of, and they'll let them know when it's coming. Okay? And it's going to be UA. It's not hair. And some things pass out of your system real easily. Anyway. But even if there wasn't I don't know. Maybe sometimes they want an easy case. They want to close. I don't know. It's not really that they tell them. It's kind of like you expect it. Because if they're going to schedule you for, let's say, the 12th of the month, then you're probably going to be going in the next 12th of, so that happens. So you can kind of predict it. You know what I'm saying? But pills or no pills, he was definitely get drunk on his ass, or the fans were there to meet him. Led to a situation with the bag. So I think at this point, does this call for him getting some of us changing the score right here? We haven't really done much with this checklist. So I think he's a bigger asshole than he was before, right? Is he a bigger asshole?
Yes, he is.
How much? Based on what I've said so far, what do you think?
At least 2 or 3 points.
2 or 3 points?
Maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5? All right, let's see.
He's a huge asshole. I don't even know that we have a scale big enough for this.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think we do.
Chris is at least +4.
Plus 4. All right, let me add some more. Let me add some more heads, asshole. Because think about it, you go to this fan meetup, instead of meeting with the host, the Killstream, you're out there wanting to meet him, and he's getting fucking drunk and wasted. He'd rather be in the hotel room drinking to himself. Which, by the way, I have nothing against drinking. If you're gonna drink. That's fine. But if you're the type who's drinking to drown out your problems, or you'd rather be drinking alone than drinking with other people, then that's a sign that there's trouble, man. And that's what's going on here. Right?
Right.
Okay. So that gives it 3 points in the asshole. Let's see. And also for alcoholic. That sounded really wrong. 3 points for the asshole. And also alcoholic.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
3 asshole points, 3
alcohol
alcoholic points.
Drugs. Yeah. You should mark one up for Pillhead, too.
Oh, yeah?
You know.
So you think it was... Yeah, I think he was popping pills. Probably was.
I don't think it was just alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And it's the same trip where he did the trash cheeseburger. He had a cheeseburger out from the trash can. He claims he paid for it, but he already had.
Gross.
It is nasty. It's fucking horrible. It's gross. He claims he paid for it, but it already had a bite taken out of. He walked by it.
Oh,
he just.
God. Yes.
It's disgusting.
Why?
Because he's a fat fuck degenerate. He makes that much money, right? Because just about every night in the Killstream, they make like what, maybe. Some of the donations are very generous. Maybe $500 a night. Maybe a good night's like $1,000. So maybe we made $1,000 each night, which probably not. But
maybe we need to be bigger assholes.
Maybe we do.
I'm kidding.
But a safe estimate would be like if you made like even just $1,000 a week, because he wasn't paying his co-host. So $1,000 a week for 4 weeks. Okay, $4,000. People can live on that. So people can live on that. And still save, depending on where you are. But he was definitely making much more than that. And then you get the crowdsourced Miami trip, and you don't have money for cheeseburgers. No. So.
Well, and somebody would have bought him a damn cheeseburger if he didn't have the money for it.
Well, he was with Andy Worski too, which Andy Worski could probably get his own show. Like I said, it wouldn't be mean-spirited or anything. It'd just be talking about what he does. But it'd be fun. I think he would actually enjoy it. Maybe. Or maybe he would get mad. I don't know. Between Ethan Ralph and Andy Worski, Ethan Ralph is definitely much more thin-skinned, but Andy Worski doesn't have much more thicker skin, really. Like, he's also easily provoked. It's really weird. They're like internet blood sports guys, but they can't take much. They get easily rattled. I don't understand it, man. I really don't. But
no, neither.
Let's see. We're missing some stuff. Let's see. Got some notes. Anything else? Oh, well, we got.
Andy Worski would be a lot better off if he would just go away and leave him be. You know.
And that's probably what's going to happen. Oh, okay. So after Stream Me. Okay, Stream Me tanks, it goes nuclear. They go back to YouTube because Memology, on the Memology channel, which I guess was on the show, James Celester, he was streaming on there. You know, it was pretty cool stuff. So Memology extends his hand to help Ethan Ralph in the Killstream. What does Ethan Ralph do when he does that? Well, he decides to not change his... Like, I know the content is what it is. The show is what it is. But if you got banned from YouTube for already having a problem with certain slurs or certain words or whatever, maybe you should, I don't know, really check that, especially when you're on someone else's channel. But his co-host already created a problem for that. Because around this time, which, by the way, one thing we didn't say, because of his behavior, the way he behaves, he already lost, like, 2 co-hosts. Kind of, sort of. Zidane left him. Left and never came back. Gator had a moment where he was gone for a girlfriend or something, and then kind of popped back up later on. But around this time, he got Flamico, who was a regular call-in. He'd call in regularly, right? And then a guy named Ranbot.
Oh, God.
Hard R Superstar Ranbot. The guy that would call in and just say the hard R-N word all the time. Over Stream Me is fine. On YouTube, not fine.
Yeah, not cool.
And he would let that slip. Like he didn't give a fuck. Like, Memeology helped him out. And instead of changing the stuff and managing his people, that same problem he had when he ran the stupid Ralph Retort website, when he had Wild Goose writing articles that were fucking retarded.
Yep.
He can't manage his people. He doesn't manage it. He just doesn't learn. Memeology pretty much kicked him off because he didn't change his ways. It was creating problems for Memeology. Just kicked him out. Get out of there.
Yep.
And now he's on D Live. And now we're kind of getting to what people recently know about. Yeah, and nearly cost Memeology his channel. I think that deserves another asshole point. I think that does.
Yeah, asshole, dick. Yeah, that's just a shit move.
It is. You know what? That almost cost Memeology his channel. I think that deserves 2 asshole points.
At least.
So we got like 5 asshole points over here. Okay. D-Live. Okay, we're almost caught up to speed to recent events. Okay.
Oh God.
This is where we kind of get
train
into.
Wreck.
It is. I know I've been doing a lot of talking, Becky. Do you want to talk about?
No, you're fine.
Anything I missed so far?
No, I don't think so. I mean.
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, and it's a lot too, guys. If there's something I miss, let me know in the chat or in the comment section. Not perfect over here. Not even pretending to be. Anyway.
No.
With D-Live. We're on D-Live again.
Here we go. Yeah.
So
it's amazing.
Recently. Okay, there's a few things that happened here that's really noteworthy. One, there was a hiatus that he took. Okay, there's a few things we need to talk about around this time that happened. Ethan Ralph's dad died. Okay.
Right.
There's certain stressors, certain stress factors we can talk about. Ethan Ralph's dad died. He lost the house.
Very sick.
He wasn't.
Right.
Keep this in mind. Ethan Ralph was making all this money, and he wasn't helping his mom pay the mortgage because he's living with his mom. Right?
How can he do that? I mean, God. She should have whooped his ass.
She should have. She would have if she was in better health. If she's a true...
right.
If he's a true Southern boy, but he's not.
He ain't.
But if he was a true Southern boy, he would not talk to his mama that way. And his mama would kick his ass if he did. But his mom is sick. His mom is sick. And he's taking his mom to the hospital. But he's the sort of guy that would cuss out his own mom. Talk to her in ways that I wouldn't talk to my worst enemy. Well, I mean, not right like that.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't because you are a man and you have more sense than that. And your mama raised you better. Aside from that, is that she would whoop your ass.
She would. She would. And keep this in mind. He was making all that money. Couldn't help himself to spend $1 or $2 on the mortgage. So they lost the house. Now they're renting.
No, but he can buy $100,000 engagement ring.
Yes, look at that. You buy nice rings, buy nice bags for a wife that you don't ever see. Come on now.
Bullshit.
You
don't care if you have a place to live. You don't care if your mother has a place to live, but you can buy shit for somebody that's not even here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And around this time,
you don't have to have.
Mm-hmm. And the audio leaks, that everyone knows about, where he's cussing out his mom, he's talking to her in a way that no one would talk to. He's clearly drunk, clearly hungover. So we need another point for alcohol.
we need another couple points for Dick too.
Yes. He's off the charts, man.
Sorry.
Like, okay.
The wife is for appearances.
Look,
well, that and she wants a green card, so
yeah, and I can predict this. Let me make a prediction here. You know he's going to hear about this stream. You know he's probably watching. You know he's probably going to talk to us. And I'll say, you know what? I'll talk to you. I won't stream it on YouTube because it would be too risky. I'll stream it on Spreaker. I'll live stream on Spreaker. And we could talk. But one thing I want to ask you is, what would your own mom say about the way you behave? I would ask him, what would your mom say? What would she say about the man you are? Better yet, what would your dad say about the man you are? He would spurg out and say, what does my mom or dad have to do with this? But no. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just trying to get you to think about your situation, motherfucker. You're in the situation that you're in. Just think about it. What would your parents say about it? Would they be happy about about the man you've become? Probably not. What would Nora say? Well, is Nora an enabler? Does she not care? If he dies, she doesn't get the green card. She knows that, right?
I don't know. I don't think that she's an enabler. I think that she's smart enough to stay away from him.
Yeah.
Well, that without staying away from him, if that makes any sense. Would you
fuck this guy?
Me? Oh, hell no. Not if it meant the end of civilization.
Could you imagine
his
wife trying to get around the gun to find his penis? I mean, that's just disgusting. That's hell. That's gross. Some of the worst thing I said here this whole stream.
You get a dick point now.
Yeah, I get an asshole point. Mm-hmm. Of course, so the stress factors are happening, right? So definitely, he sounds like he's on alcohol, definitely on pills. There's something else that happens. So let me give him a point for pills. Because the way he was slurring on his comeback stream. His comeback stream was definitely pills. That was Xanax. When he did his comeback stream, he was clearly slurring his words. He had technical issues. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. He wasn't slurring like a sloppy drunk. He was slurring like he was on pills. So, Pillhead, yes. You know what? I might give him 2. Because the stream after that, the following one, you can clearly hear him rattling a pill bottle that he calls, he said it was Advil or something.
Yeah.
Aspirin. It's like, motherfucker, that's not aspirin.
Well, did you see his reply on Twitter that I sent you?
The drunken ones?
The one where he said, I wasn't drunk. We were having technical issues.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, technical issues don't make you slur.
That's right. They don't. And, okay, now, there's something else that happens around this time. Something that Chris talked about earlier on the show, Chris in the chat.
Yep.
He also streamed very briefly around the same time the audio leaks about his mom came out. He did 2 things. He sniped Soap, who was a 14-year-old girl, which Soap was invited as a guest because she's a 14-year-old girl on YouTube who does what, surprise, surprise, what 14-year-olds do. They talk shit. Like, I don't know if you ever, like, I played a lot of games. I played a lot of games on the Xbox back in the day. I still do it every now and then. But whenever you get onto a server, into a game where you have like a 13-year-old or 14-year-old talking, they're probably going to be saying the F word or the hard R N word left and right. Like, they think it's funny. Yeah. Like, they just learn how to swear. It's like, so that's who Soap is. I think it
makes them sound more grown up, you know?
So Soap is a middle schooler. High school, I think. I don't know. And it's one thing to have...
She's 14, she'd be in high school.
Yeah. Well, there you go. She's in high school. Had her on as a guest. That's one thing. But then he stream sniped her with the audio off. Audio was muted. So he's watching this girl doing whatever she's doing. He's not saying anything. He's just watching her. He's just watching her. What is he doing? What is he doing? You know? Very creepy. Can you imagine a man who looked like this staring at your 14-year-old daughter? That's weird,
I'd whip his ass.
Yeah. That's creepy. That's really creepy. So creepy to the point
I
to
don't
where...
want him looking at me, and I'm not 14.
Yeah. Like, that's creepy to the point to where I wouldn't let him around our... I wouldn't let him around kids.
Dogs.
Dogs?
I wouldn't let him around my dog.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog.
And then he did that twice, from understand. He also, like, because he also streamed where there was a picture of Soph just right on his, like, right there on his OBS. So he's obsessed with her to the point to where he would stream sniper and just stare at her photo. Why? Why? Creepy. You know, I think that deserves 4 creep points. Let me ask the chat. I know I have not been very interactive tonight. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go through all this. How many?
That's okay. I am.
How many creep points do you think he gets? Right now we have 3. I mean, we're talking about, if this is what it is, we're talking about borderline pedo stuff. Like, I think he deserves like 5. It was up to me. Because what the fuck was he doing? Like, I'm already putting a 4th one here.
I think, yeah, we definitely need 5.
5 creep points.
Yeah.
Definitely a creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really just, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? He deserves more alcohol points because he had another stream. His latest stream, he had Dame Pesos on. You know who Dame Pesos is, Becky?
No.
He's like an internet joker. He's a funny guy. He's funny. But, so, we were all, when I say all, I think everyone who's been watching this dumpster fire, doubting that Dame Pesos would actually show. But he showed. And it was the funniest stream. It was the funniest stream I've ever seen. And like, but it wasn't laughing with Ethan. It was laughing at Ethan. See, what Dame Pesos did, it is so fucking clever. He got a soundboard. He cropped all of like Gator, who was a former co-host, and Flamico's, another former co-host. He got their, like, you know, their voices, what they would say, their common things that they would say. And throughout the whole stream, he would play that. And Ethan Ralph, being as fucking drunk and pillhead as he is, he actually thought for a moment that they were actually on with him.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes. Oh, and here's the other thing. I know we're off the chart over here in asshole, but let me also emphasize, let me not let this slip. Let me not let this slip. Okay. During these drunk streams, these drunk and pillhead streams, right? He would go in on Flamico. He would go in a way that was not cool. He would just mock him just for being autistic. Just be like, he just flat out digging into him just for being autistic. In a way that, keep this in mind, a man so sensitive, he gets so angry when you make fun of his fucking weight, you make fun of his height, that he would just dig into this guy just for being autistic, his co-host. And then, that same stream, following that, this co-host, Gator and Flamico, were like, I'm sorry guys, we tried, on Twitter. So the shit that they just went on to Twitter. Where Gator's like, I'm sorry, we tried, but we're not going to be on the stream anymore, we tried. Flamico's like, you know, I'm not going to be on there either. But Flamico was rather cuckish about it. Flamico would be like, you know, no one should be egging him on. No one should be making fun of him or laughing at him because it's a man's life. It's like, Ethan Ralph, the same guy who laughs at everybody? No, we're laughing at him. Asshole-ish behavior, definitely bully behavior, where he's going in on him, right? On his co-host, just for being autistic. In the following stream after that, he would act like everything's all cool, that they're still brothers for life. In that same stream, he would say that his co-host Gator and Flamenco gave him an ultimatum. We all know what the ultimatum was stop drinking, stop taking pills. We're going to be live streaming. We're not going to be doing that, right?
Right.
But in that same stream, he would deny it when a caller comes in and he's like, "Hey, what was that ultimatum?" He'd be like, "What ultimatum? I never said anything about ultimatum." "Yeah, your two boyfriends gave you an ultimatum." "What ultimatum?" You know, he'd be like denying it, flat out fucking lying. But it's like, dude, you said that on the same fucking stream. You said that. Yeah, I caught that. I was reading something in the chat. Yeah, that's true.
Too.
That's true. Flamenco was trying to keep it from going on air. He was trying to handle it off air, but Ralph wanted to air it out because he thinks it's good radio. This is not good. Look,
that's because he's drinking and doing drugs, and he doesn't have any idea what's good and what's not good. So he makes stupid choices, and then it's always somebody else's fault. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that? It's never anything he's done. I mean,
you know what?
For me.
And that's a common trait with assholes that abuse a lot of alcohol and pills. So,
right.
Let me give him another point for alcohol and pill, and I'll tell you why. I'll back up that point as well. Because on the stream with Noel and Dame Pesos, I forgot to mention, Noel of Kiwi Farms comes on.
Oh, God.
And they start talking about, man, you know, you doing okay? Either Ralph is like, yeah, I'm doing okay. No one believes him. Dame Pesos doesn't believe him. Noel doesn't believe him. He's like, in pretty much the summation of that stream, Ralph is like, so what if I drink? I'm an adult. I could drink. So what if I'm taking pills? I'm not taking pills, but if I was taking pills, what's the problem? You know, I'm a grown-ass adult.
Right.
It's like, yeah, but you're pushing everybody away. You're fucking things up. And I get drama radio. I get that. Like, there's several programs I could think of just off the top of my head that had some very important moments where there's a lot of tension between the co-host, the host of the show. But if they're smart, they would just keep it fake and just like when they're off air, know they're just joking around. But that's not what happened. These people, like Ethan Ralph, when they do like this blood sport stuff, to them it's not fake. It's real. They talk about they're not busting each other's balls. They're really just digging in and making fun of each other when they can't handle it. They can't handle it. It's like, fucking Christ, you guys are like a bunch of fucking mean girls in high school.
Right.
But you suck at it.
You know, if you were doing that, I would call you on it.
Yeah, that's good.
But you know what the difference is though?
What's the difference?
We care and we're friends.
Yeah.
And we care about what happens to each other, you know.
Like,
you know what I mean?
We're
not just work associates, we're friends.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I wouldn't dig into you for something personal. Like, okay, when we mock you for how you pronounce
poem,
you know, like we do that. We're funny about it. And I mean, if it reached a point to where it bothered you, it'd be like, okay, well, you know, we'll talk about it off air and probably not bring that up.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't air that out, and I wouldn't air. Let's say we had that talk off air. I wouldn't air that talk on air on the next show because that's even more embarrassing. And that's what these people do.
Right.
Like when we talk about if we ever do a show on Andy Worski, Jesus, that might be like a 2-hour show.
Oh God.
No, we would have to keep it an hour. It'd be too boring. There was a part where he had a falling out with the co-host where he actually talked about having safe words on air to let them know when things get too real. It's like, you guys are fucking stupid. Like, how hard is it just to have a fun and engaging show? Like, just do it.
It's not. I mean, even if you don't like the person that you're, talking to or whatever, it's not like you can't be nice for, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah. And the differences here, like these people will use like I guess like a Stern show. What's a good example? They use like wrestling as examples of
Oh, God.
the bullshit beef like kayfabe stuff, but that's all fake, and they have fucking producers that make sure that everyone's cool at the end.
And
And
writers.
if they're not, yeah, it's a whole production. You got a bunch of people trying to pretend like it, but they're so insecure that they can't handle it. I don't know. That seems like a problem. But here we are. I think we covered just... Okay, at this point, if there's anything we missed... Like, have we missed anything? Let's see. Gator and Flamico left. He lashed at them like a bunch of bullies. I think there's a concern that maybe he will dox them. We'll see. Oh, that's right. I didn't mention the Killstream doxing server. Okay.
Right.
In Ethan Ralph's Gamergate days...
The pillow for it!
He had a pillow for it.
Ice.
He had a pillow for it and a protection. Like, he had a following back in the Gamergate days, or in I guess secret chats or whatever, where he would try to dox people that he didn't agree with. Okay, so during the high,
but he said he didn't.
He said he didn't. The same thing happened during the Killstream days. There was a doxing server. People found out about it, and they were like, "Oh no, I don't have a doxing server." Well, it's in your fucking line of, it's kind of, people would expect you to have that. Because what you've done before. And I would hate to use one's past, one's history to kind of predict their future behavior. Because that's not always the case. But, I mean, people can change. But does Ethan Ralph really look like someone who has changed much?
No.
No. You're right, Becky. He's not.
Not one iota.
That time and
He's
counting
only gotten marked.
Oh, definitely. The fame, the attention, the money, the booze, and the pills, it only made things worse. It wasn't his server, but he was in it. Oh, yeah. I bet he was in it. And I bet he knew what was going on, too. Of course, he would distance himself. I'm just saying, he had a past behavior targeting people, bullying people that he disagreed with. And he had no problem with it. And we know he does that now.
Yeah, he's changed for the worse.
I mean, just look at how he treated his co-host when they tried to help him. They tried to help him. They really did. They had that ultimatum. I don't know what they talked about privately. Even afterwards, they haven't aired it. People are trying to get Flamico to crack, but Flamico won't crack. He's professional. Okay? Gator's probably not going to crack either. Very professional. But they try to help him. And he refused.
Right.
He turned them away. And he lashed at them. Now, if he doxes them, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but if he does, they'll go through her throat. They've had it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And maybe that's what he needs,
That might be what he needs. I see in the chat, too, someone brought up, he laughed about his donors being pay pigs. That's right. He does. That's how he treats his fans. That's how he treats his the support right there. Which, by the way, not to be a pig.
Yeah, Dev FJD said he was the most stable when he was in jail. Kind of funny. Well, no, not really, because he couldn't get his hands on alcohol and he couldn't get his hands on drugs. And so he had to stable, he didn't have that. So that's why he was stable.
You know what? Louis Couture, you're right. He did already dox Flamico when he was drunk and on pills. He did. It's just...
He did?
Yeah, he slipped up.
From Jersey, that's right.
That's right. He slipped up.
Chris said if he docks them, they should sue him for the 55 cents he has left.
Yeah.
Well, they sure can't get his house, can they?
And now I'm going to be a little begging here. I mean, kind of coming towards the end here, but if you enjoyed this freak show, if you enjoyed this, first, I'm going to ask you, do you agree? Is Ethan Ralph a freak, an asshole, or both? The second thing is, if you enjoy this, then I would ask that you support us on the Patreon/deadmanstome, or, just donate whatever you can, if you can. I would not call you pigs. That'd be awful. I'm not that sort of guy. I always feel weird asking for donations, Becky. I feel weird doing that.
I know, I do
like,
too.
I feel like a bum with a cup. Like, it's like, I have a day job. I don't really care. It's just, I would definitely appreciate the support, but it's
absolutely.
It's kind of like leave $1.
But like, share, and subscribe. I mean,
definitely that.
We sure won't. We won't mind that at all.
I gotta get all these faces off the screen. This is horrible. What is this nightmare?
Okay, so what's your opinion? Asshole, creep, dickhead, what?
I think he is a freak and an asshole. He is a bully, freak, and asshole. He's all these things. He's all of them.
Yes.
Look, the pills and the alcohol complicate it. They're not what make him the asshole. He was already an asshole from the beginning. He was already a creep in the beginning. The alcohol and the pills just brought it out of him. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it just gave him an excuse to run wild.
I think, you know what? Yeah, I could see that. All right.
I think it was always there. He just,
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay. Not to be a bum, but here we go. There we go. The link's in the chat right there. If you want to put $1 there, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine too. All I ask is share, like, subscribe.
Put the Patreon site in there too.
Mm-hmm. But the what? Oh, the Patreon site?
The Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Hey, do you know Ethan's trying to get sympathy points by talking about his lost cat?
Oh, I saw that. The cat probably ran away because it was smart. What the hell?
Mm-hmm. I would too.
There's our patron.
Okay, there we go.
I put it in there.
You know what else uses their cat for sympathy points?
Yes, Chris. Who?
Mars Girl. Remember Mars Girl? We talked about her one night.
Oh, God,
She also uses her cats for sympathy points. Or sympathy. Did I say symphony? Sympathy. Jesus. For someone who publishes
See what happens when you
books,
talk about Ralph? Now you're slurring.
I'm slurring, I'm not even drinking.
Just
I
because you're
coffee
tired.
and water. I literally have coffee and water. But yeah.
It's just because you're tired. You work all the time.
Yeah. I actually have a job,
You do, and have littles too.
Yep. I have kids. 2 kids.
Littles. And they're cute.
Yeah, well, that's good DNA. That's what that is. What can I say?
Yeah, it's all on your wife's side. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, I
paid me to say that.
I think this kind of wraps up the show here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Thank you, Chris, for the support. Yeah, I saw the $5 donation. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Chris, I hope you all enjoy this. This is fun. Like I said, we try to have fun about it. Of course, someone like Ethan Ralph is going to watch this and be as thin-skinned as he is, probably pissed off about it, provoked. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts trying to come our way. Let him.
Yeah, let him. We'll be glad to talk to him.
Yeah.
If he says anything to y'all, tell him to contact me. I'll be glad to schedule him on a show.
I would ask him a bunch of questions. But to save the channel, I would not have that show on YouTube. I would not.
No, we will not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That would not be smart.
No, it would not. All right. Oh, you know what else is the pet thing? The pet thing. It grinds my gears, man. The quartering. Do you know who the quartering is, Becky?
No, sir.
He's, and I'm not calling shots or anything, but he.
Right.
There was a few videos where he brought up his cat. I'm like, man, what are you? Just bringing up your cat now? We're just gonna do that? We're just gonna bring pets? Come on.
Wow.
That's just silly. It's like something like an Instagram thought would do. Here's me posing with my cat. Mm-hmm. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
You should take pictures of you with your animals, with your dogs.
Oh, you know what?
What?
That's what I'll do. You know, we should have a stream, and then just get my hairy pussy out as our pet in it. I would just call it the pussy stream.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That'll go over well on YouTube.
No.
Check out this hairy pussy. And just I stand up and my cat's like right there. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, now we're just shooting the shit. All right, guys.
Yeah, we are.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Y'all take it easy. All right.